Bro, what the fuck? Whoa!
Yeah. Babe. Yeah. Hey. I just wanna touch the top. Baby said that she in love and she don't love a lie. Been chillin' with all the bros, I've been above the spot. Shawty said that things change, well it does a lot. Hey, watching out the payment, man, the sun is high. Yeah, lost inside the heart, but it's emerging right. I've been out the way and I'm good. I can find my home. Everything I said it was is not. Yeah, Jamaica, how you layin'? Yeah, you ain't say none, what you saying, baby? I lost you, but who's paying? Don't know why you hit my phone, why you playing? Yeah, I can't handle love without the trusting. Yeah, I can see the top, I wanna touch it. Yeah, yeah, we been getting money, no discussion. Now I don't let it top, but shorty always get the fussing. Yeah, hey, I like the cruise on it. Say she like the way I sound and how I groove on her. I been steady dodging bullets, how I move on her. But he talking out his neck and not a crew on her. Yeah, and I'm sliding. Shawty like the vibe, don't want the ride to end. Yeah, to the nice end. Yeah, yeah, to the nice end. I can always keep the cool, I'm never fighting. Man, I love was all the cake without the icing. Now I found new love, different pricing. And it won't cost my soul, no devices. Yeah, I ain't got a plan for it, I'm the man for it. Silver Brody couldn't stand for it, it's very important. I've been off the edge, I've been feeling the wind blowing. I can lose my head and my heart, but they been gone. I just hit the edge of stairs when it's dead time. I just lost promises, I regret mine. I just gained a lot of love on the west side. I'm the GOAT, but I would never be the best guy. You might take me out of business like I'm Best Buy. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Yeah. Talk about the go to maybe soon, I know that's right. Thinking about the future, looking good and it's the best side.
Welcome back to Ride the Tide Sports Podcast, Season 3, Episode 53, which means we've officially done over 150 of these things, which is absolutely insane. So, we are back on another Wednesday. We got 3 out of the 4 boys currently, may possibly be joined by the 4th, depending on... We are joined by the 4th. Luke is here. Okay, so all 4 and you love to see it, which means he snuck right in. So we have the Wander, we got Snook, we got Tycho, we got all 4 of the boys joining you on this Wednesday evening.
Let's go. I'm wearing one hat and one hat only, and that's a Tigers hat because it's about that time of year where we're rolling baseball season.
I love it.
He's got all those other sports jerseys around him. The only one that matters is the one he's wearing. Baseball is back. And,
D-backs, baby.
You're a baseball fan. Tomorrow's a big day for you.
Yeah.
So hopefully you're not working like Dylan. And you're going to watch baseball all day. So
and I'm
that's a
going to
good
the
deal.
game. It's going to be a great day.
Oh. Well, it might not end great, but yeah.
It should be a Detroit-filled day. Watch the Tigers win, go to the Wings game, watch them win, get a little doubleheader.
Oh, wow. I think Tigers starting off on the win. All right, we'll get to that.
Good.
Well, they're playing Carolina.
We usually win our first game at home, and we normally win our
Tampa.
first game total, Lions.
Well,
Then
tomorrow's Carolina for the Red Wings.
Oh, well then.
Like I said,
it means we'll be on ESPN though. We'll get clapped, but we'll be on ESPN. Everyone will watch us get clapped.
Oh yeah, you get 30 seconds on ESPN. Okay.
No, the game will be on ESPN.
Oh, quite literally?
Yes.
Oh.
It is ESPN.
Kelly can't afford it. Anyways.
ESPN Plus and Hulu.
To kick off today's podcast, we got a little bit of NFL news. Just a couple things here, starting with Lamar Jackson announced to the world on his social media accounts, both on Twitter and Instagram, that he requested a trade from Baltimore on March 2nd. This, I thought, was interesting. I personally thought it was interesting because no one ever told us Lamar asked for a trade. We knew that, things were happening, but no one came out and concrete said, yeah, Lamar Jackson asked for a trade. And this was a while ago. So he's been sitting on this too.
Well, that's because although there are not a lot of good relationships between the team and Lamar, they've been being professional about it and keeping things under wrap. And then Lamar blabbered.
Well, look, can you really blame Lamar Jackson for kind of being fed up at this point?
Well, because Lamar is trying to get the fuck out of there, and they're trying to keep it under wraps because every deal that has been offered to them, because once you dig a little deeper, you find out there have been trades that have been offered to Baltimore, but Baltimore isn't compensating anything because they're trying to get an absurd amount of picks for Lamar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you know who's playing the same game right now? The Jets and the Packers. The Packers, according to Adam Schefter today, finally stopped asking for a first-round pick.
The Jets need to trade with the Ravens.
Just now stopped, but they have been asking for a first-round pick when clearly Aaron Rodgers is going on a possibly 1-2 years for the Jets, and then he's probably done forever. So why would you offer up first, second, third round picks all in a package? No. I'll give you a second, and I'll give you conditional picks if I'm the Jets. I'm giving you conditional picks based on if we make the playoffs, turn that fourth into a third. If we win the Super Bowl, turn that third into a first. Whatever.
Yeah, Ty, but Lamar's a different story.
No, Lamar's a totally different story, but they're both playing the same kind of cat and mouse game. But
yeah, I agree.
At least on the other side with the Packers and Jets, the Packers finally woke up, I guess, this morning and realized that they're not going to get what they want. But back to the Lamar situation.
You got to get at least 2 first-round picks, in my opinion. I'm not going to lie, and if it's not at least 2, it's got to be 1. And
well, based on the NFL's rule, it has to be 2 at least.
That's what. Okay, well then good. That's what it should be because, in my opinion, I know we say this and that about Lamar, but if you look at the top 10 quarterbacks in the league, he's still in that opinion. He's still in that category. So
is Jared Goff.
Yeah, but no one wants to pay for an.
So is Jared Goff. You're damn right.
No one's trying to pay the price for an MVP 4 years ago.
Jesse, what do you think? You've been quiet.
I think being as the fact that Lamar is the first, I feel like everybody else has been getting their money as soon as it's been time when it's come back to the quarterback position. Like, oh, time to pay him. All right, let's pay him. Let's pay him. And it just seems like the Ravens went like out of their way and they're like, no, we're going to franchise tag him even though he wanted to get paid. At least close to what everybody else is making. Or something like the Deshaun deal. Tongue twister. And, I just think he deserves his bag. And if you give him weapons, like true, Nelson Aguilar is not the answer to the problems of that wide receiver.
Obviously.
Not at all.
So, in my opinion, that's where they're messing it up. Like, they're acting like they've been really helping him when they haven't been. They haven't even been running good schemes for the team in general. They've been just trying to run. It's like they don't even trust Lamar to
run heavy with 5 or 6 running backs per year.
Oh, why aren't you throwing the ball? Is it because you don't trust your receivers? Well, get new ones.
Doesn't have any receivers. He has Mark Andrews.
What needs to happen is, you know what? The Jets need to be like, we're done dealing with Aaron Rodgers. Maybe we'll keep enjoying this and seeing where it goes. But you, sir, are going to go call Baltimore, and you're going to talk to them about Lamar. We want to see if they'll take 2 first, because we'll give 2 first for somebody like that, but we're not going to do it for somebody like Aaron Rodgers.
Wait. Are you saying the Jets should do that?
I do. I think the Jets should say, fuck Rodgers.
I have to cut you off on there because this was reported yesterday when CBS was interviewing all the head coaches. They asked the Jets GM and head coach how they feel about Lamar, and they immediately shut that down. It was like, we are already fully in on Aaron Rodgers. We have no intention of even thinking about Lamar when everything is like balls deep on Aaron Rodgers.
Personally, I don't blame him.
So the thing is, what I'm saying though, Jesse, is that they're so blinded by A-Rod that they're not even giving it a second thought, which could bite him in the ass, should bite him in the ass, but we'll see how that turns out.
I really think Deshaun Watson screwed the entire quarterback market up when the Browns gave him that guaranteed contract.
But they restructured his.
Well, the Browns are stupid.
They still effed the whole thing up because then other quarterbacks that are definitely better than Deshaun Watson or, in that level of category, like same bracket, are going to ask for the same things. And we're seeing a situation where it's not given. And
I think
then
it's
all this bullshit comes with it.
I think it's both ways because I think Deshaun took advantage of the fact that he was like, the Browns have never seen a good quarterback in their life, so they don't know what the fuck to do. The Browns are looking at it like, we've never had an elite quarterback want to play for us. We'll give you everything you asked for. And they did.
There's two different sides to this, and both of which are completely down the gutter. Right?
But I agree, they both ruined it. Yes, those two parts of the story is what ruined it.
The other NFL news we have is the Lions are bringing back wide receiver Marvin Jones Jr., play with the Lions from 2016 to 2020. I personally am very, very happy with
this. Just made me happy on the inside, if I'm being honest.
You know, like, it made me feel good because I don't think that his best days are necessarily behind him. I don't think he's elite like he was, but I know he can fucking catch the ball straight up. I know when
I've watched it for 4 fucking years.
He's catching the ball. So, you know, it is what it is. He's not going to be, you know, wide receiver 1. But last year when we had so much inconsistency with wide receiver depth, it feels really good to add someone that I know is a good wide receiver.
Right, and I like his story. I mean, we had him for 4 years as a rookie behind Galladay, and he was, you know, the guy coming up. And then now he's established. Now he's I'd say more in that veteran role, especially with all the young guys.
Galladay's about to be on a practice.
So now, somewhere. now he's the veteran back on our team with all these younger guys, and I think it's great to pair him with St. Brown and Jameson and the rest of that core.
He just gets to be a deep ball. Like, he doesn't even have to be the fast deep ball. That's J-Mo. He don't got to do the slants.
He's
just gotta.
I'm going out there.
I gotta be Marvin.
You need me? I got hands. I'm bringing it down. You throw it in my area, I got you. But I don't need to do everything. It's nice to have him back.
If anything, I will say, I know it's not going to be a big blow, but that does kind of suck for Jacksonville. He made a lot of really good catches in a lot of good scenarios. They got
Ridley.
I know I was going to say it doesn't hurt him that bad, but
the first number 0 in the NFL. By the way,
that was hard, bro. And you know what? I don't like the fact that this is a trend that every best player now has to be number 0. Micah Parsons is like incoming agent 0, and it's like, oh no,
he's not going to do it though. You know, he's not going to do it.
Hey, they ain't been allowed to do it. You know, 0.
I know.
Been wanted.
Hey, but Calvin Ridley broke the system because
first.
When you change your number in the NFL, if you change your number, you have to buy. Like off the NFL website, like the rest of your jerseys that didn't sell with the number that you had. So you have to buy those bitches, and it like comes out of your paycheck. So
well,
Calvin Ridley broke the system because Calvin Ridley took a whole year off, and most of his jerseys, like almost all of them, sold all the way through.
Or they had to
change teams and change numbers. He's good.
Well, I mean, Michael Parsons might be fine too because it's not like he's one
Twitter
of the popular
trolling.
guys.
He's Twitter trolling.
Nah, he's not doing it. That's a lot.
He is
of money.
Twitter trolling the fans.
If
you read the comments on that tweet, all it was Dallas fans going, "Bro, I just bought your jersey, bro." He's not doing it. He would have to buy all new number 0 jerseys for all those Cowboys fans. That'd be fucked up.
No, I didn't know that. That changes.
Who cares, bro? He still got his name on the back. He used to.
And if he has to buy all of his number 11 jerseys, I think he'd start to care. If someone was trying to dip into your bag, you're starting to care.
I don't care how much money you have. You're gonna be in here and be like, "Do I really got
how the rich stay rich?
Money just to change to 0, bro? No, it ain't worth it."
Hey, man, all I'm saying is his jerseys are probably bought pretty heavily. So I mean,
you gotta wait for that sold out. Once he see that sold out,
that's what he's got to do. He's got to wait till he,
He's got to tell Roger, yo, do not make any more.
Cut the processing.
That's really what you should do.
It's probably one of
those are the only 2 pieces
jerseys down there in Dallas, besides maybe a couple others.
Yeah, you know what? I bet you one of the most popular ones is still Romo.
But can they do double 0?
Think about how many white
dads
are in Texas.
Heard 00 is not it.
Still arguing about
even those Houston diehard fan dads still have a Romo shirt tucked in away somewhere because Texans don't ever have a real quarterback. All right, we got Tycho's questions coming up next. That's all the NFL we had, and the questions are going to be baseball based. So Dylan's
look at you.
Enjoy this. Yeah, look, I got with it.
Tickle my fancy.
All right, Tycho's questions time, and it's baseball themed. So the first one's baseball and also betting, because
Love this.
I know that me and Luke, one of our favorite times of the year is upon us. It's Nerfy time of year. All right, no run first inning for those of you that don't know what a Nerfy is, but it's Nerfy season. Here's my question. Is the Nerfy, also known as the NRFI, still a good bet this year? With all the rule changes that they have in place, everything's faster. The scores in spring training were never, ever this high as they were this year. Is the no-run first inning still going to be a solid bet this year? Or will the Yerfy take over? Luke.
You know, it still definitely is. But, you know, at the same time, I've never been scared to go a little bit higher than no runs in the first inning.
Might be your year, Luke. I'm not going to lie. Jesse,
No.
what do you think? Is the Nerfy still safe?
I think it's still safe, but
Are we going to see more
like a-
Nerfy this year?
it's like a 60. I think it's like a 65 safe. It's like you feel safe, but at the same time, in the back of your head, you're watching it. You're like, shit, there's a guy on second, and they only got one out. This is starting to get dicey. Like,
And everything's faster now.
yeah. So I think it's gonna start to switch. I think
it's
Might
started
be
to
the
switch last year, and I think this is going to be the year where you guys are fucked. I think the Nerfy is not safe, and I think that the problem is that it's going to be a lot quicker. I think it's going to be a lot Tyler texting, okay, I have NRFI, the game starts at 7, and then at 7:01, Tyler's like, fuck, it's already over. Oh, Jesus Christ. I really think it's going to be, when it doesn't hit, it's going to be a lot quicker, and I think that it's going to be something where, okay, where in the past where you, like Jesse said, you have a runner on second, and there's 2 outs, and you're like, okay, this might get dicey. I don't think that I think it's going to be a lot different in terms of the speed of the game. It's going to increase runs. I think it's going to increase them at a quick amount. So I think unsafe would be my answer.
Well, Dylan, I hope you're wrong, but you very much might be right. So it is what it is.
I hope for your guys' sake
Not
that
gonna
I'm
lie.
wrong, because I want you guys to make money.
Second question for Tycho's type of
you
question.
will adapt.
Way too freaking early. Who's winning the World Series?
Don't go to me first. The fuck? I got to think about this.
Say it again.
Who's
Who's
winning
winning the World Series, Luke? We know you're going to say Arizona.
The team that is going to win the World Series, my early cash-in bet is the Mets finally don't choke.
Really?
How the hell am I going to do this podcast with you all year?
The
if I know
Mets
you have the
finally
Mets winning
don't
the World
choke.
Series.
That's the early preseason. I can change it when. Oh
I
wait,
might
no.
just piss you
It
off
starts
and say
tomorrow.
San Diego now. Just
I don't
'cause
feel
you said that.
Opening day is tomorrow.
You know they're not
Luke.
winning it. I'm gonna bite my ass if that happens.
You know, it's going to get nice and hot because it's the D-backs year, baby. Come on. They're snaking that wild card spot, and they're going to climb up the ladder, climb up the mountain, and fucking win that bitch.
Oh, right now they are at plus 12,000. I
Slam
want to
it.
sprinkle, Luke.
No, that's not a sprinkle. That's a slam it.
Slam it. I mean, all right, shit. Dylan?
All right, I'll give you 2. Biased Toronto, non-biased Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
Julio
Toronto
Rodriguez
is
pushing the troops.
currently
And their pitching staff and pitching rotation is top 5 in baseball.
That is true.
Toronto is currently at plus 1,200, not 12,000, like the Diamondbacks. And the Mariners are plus 2,000.
I'm going to ride the Mariners this year. Obviously, I'm going to ride Toronto, but I'm going to ride the Mariners this year. I like what they have.
Yeah, my Orioles aren't doing it, but I care for them. So
As you should.
let's go, Cedric.
My pick, well, it's definitely not Philadelphia.
I was going to say we can cross off Philly and LA right now.
You can cross off Philly, LA, and
The
New
Yankees.
York.
Oh, Philly
Yeah.
does look good.
Nah, Philly just ran into a little issue.
Yeah, Philly has a Harper out and
you know what? Give me.
Still got Trey Turner.
Give me the Mariners. Why not?
Fuck it.
I don't like any of these other teams. And it's not going to be the Marlins, but I hope the Marlins make the playoffs. I do think we can pull that off because the pitching staff looked pretty decent this year. So I'm slightly confident. We'll see. Question number 3. Will the Tigers win more than their Vegas line of 68.5 games?
Hell
By the way,
no.
For those of you that don't know, this made me laugh so hard because of 97 Won the Tickets song they made about the Tigers. Will they even win 69? Based on the summer of 69.
Will
And
they even
this
win
is actually hilarious.
69?
Yeah. So does anybody, by a show of thumbs up or thumbs down, think that this is doable?
Plays 2,000. Put the house on the under, and I promise you'll get it right back.
Fuck it.
I have never. I said this to Tyler before. I have never, in my optimistic
Fuck it.
Tiger brain, had such low expectations. I can't even fucking.
And this
Oh, what
is
about all those big
exactly-
offseason moves we made, Dylan? Oh, wait.
We did it.
Yeah.
Damn thing.
They cannot repeat the same bullshit offense as they did the year before.
We did nothing.
The thing
Oh
is,
my
like,
God, we
when
did
you really
nothing.
think about it, like, the fact that we had, like, some rookies and then we brought them back, like, they can't possibly do worse than last year, right? Like, the
The
guys that
Oakland
we had
A's
last
did
year,
more
like
than us.
Torkelson and Riley Green, like, they can't possibly get worse, right? They have to get better,
They're already at rock bottom. There's only up,
right?
which equals they're hitting
Ooh,
over.
Ooh. All random Tigers question I just thought of. This one's like kind of based just for Dylan. Where do you think Miguel Cabrera will bat in the lineup?
He's gonna bat. He's gonna start the season batting third in the DH, right? Because we suck. Okay. Then we're gonna have somebody. I don't know who's gonna start hitting the ball.
Carpenter.
Somebody's gonna start hitting the fucking ball. Somebody's gonna start ripping it, and they're gonna take that 3 spot. Miggy's gonna play in the 7. He's gonna be DH. Okay. Let me finish.
I'm okay with that.
Then towards the second half of the year, when we're on the farewell tour, and now every single team that we play, and I also want to point out the fact that this is the first time in MLB history that every team now has to play. Every single team means Miggy will get one last game again. Every single team that he's played, which means that he'll get some sort of gift, some sort of gesture, especially if we're away, they'll do something. That whole last 2 months of the Tigers just sucking, Miggy will be batting third or fourth, back in the lineup, so everybody can get their camera phones out. The last time they're going to see Miguel Cabrera in person, and then it's just going to be the Miggy farewell tour. DH bag third.
How awesome would it be if the Tigers like pooped on his farewell tour and made him bat like 8th, and they were actually like all rolling except for
That
him?
would be, honestly, I think that Miggy
Like he
would
was
probably-
he was completely shit in the bed, and the Tigers were like low key rolling.
Honestly, bro, at some point, you got to just bring him off the bench, have him come in and be that guy where he gets one at-bat every game. Everyone just gets to say hi to Miggy. He gets his gift as he's leaving. Here's those batting gloves that he used in 2013 when he won the Triple Crown against us, and have a good day.
All right, I'm letting Dylan get too carried away. I shouldn't have brought up Miguel Cabrera. All right, last question. Will a game be decided by a pitch clock violation on opening day?
On
Are we going to see
opening
some
day.
wild-ass controversy? Opening day,
Yes.
first fucking game of the year, and someone poops the bed.
Yes.
Think so?
I think.
Yes. It's definitely going to happen because, that type of shit just happens in these situations. Someone's going to do it. It's not going to be perfect the first day. Someone's going to do it.
Closers have been getting grilled about this. I know they have. Pitchers, relief pitchers, closers, they're getting talked to about this a lot more than I feel like starting pitchers. And someone's still going to fuck it up. It's definitely going to happen. Or a bat count.
I think it's going to be a hitter violation. I don't think it's going to be a pitcher violation. But I do think that if you want to say,
then will a
do I think,
violation
wait,
decide
Tyler,
it?
I was going to say, do I think a violation will fuck with it? Yes. I think I would much higher see it being a hitter doing something stupid just in the heat of the moment. We're in the 9th inning. There's a lot of stakes on line, and the back of their head, they're not thinking about the fucking pitch count or the.
Bro, what's gonna drive me
the
nuts is
back
when I
box.
start missing bets off this shit.
Yeah.
When I
I
miss
mean,
a
we
parlay
saw-
because of some bullshit.
We saw like 3 to 4 pitcher violations.
Or hit
3 to
that
4 hitter
NRFI off it.
violations. We saw violations on the shift. We saw violations on the pickoff rule. We saw all of it in just the first week of spring training.
I'm
So-
sure we're not done.
I agree. I would say there's a lot of people that didn't really play in spring training. So
Some
Yeah.
hard adjustments.
Some hard adjustments are going to definitely be necessary. But those are all the questions I have, so those are Tyco's questions.
nice job.
All right, we got a lot of baseball. Dylan's going to dive into it when we get back, but we will.
So is Jesse.
What's going on, guys? Tyco here, taking a quick break in the action to tell you about sixpackcoverage.com. You can go on there and check out all your favorite sports, finance, food and travel, fitness, and entertainment podcasts. They've got it all on there, as well as content from all of your favorite colleges, with more on the way and more added every day. So make sure you check that out, as well as the merchandise tab. Be sure to get all of your six-pack coverage gear at the merch tab there with the hats, flags, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys check it out today, sixpackcoverage.com.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. How was that water, Jess? You look like a fish that we just pried out of the ocean. We just.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I was getting quite thirsty, and I was like, I really need a break for me to go get a water. And it came, and now I'm feeling refreshed. I just got it, but I'm gonna finish it.
You go crazy. So, first thing that we have to kick off the MLB extravaganza here is
Sorry, guys.
we got Nick Ferrante saying, check it out. Thirsty little boy.
I'm a thirsty grown man. That's what I am. I'm a thirsty man. Leave me alone. I needed the water.
So, first thing that we have is Rhys Hoskins officially tore his ACL during spring training, during his during Philly's second to last spring training game. Rhys decided he was going to play, and he tore his ACL. So now you have Bryce Harper getting Tommy John surgery, Rhys Hoskins, torn ACL, and Trey Turner, who their offseason pickup, is now a lot more valuable than he was to start. So, what are your thoughts here, Jesse?
Sorry, that was me preying on Philly's downfall.
I knew exactly what it was.
Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
They really had a chance last year. And
They did.
They did not finish it. They did not finish it. But those two injuries hurt.
You're damn right they hurt.
It hurt a lot. Trey Turner, you gotta pop off.
You had Trey Turner batting, in my opinion, okay? You had Trey batting second.
Who do you have leading off?
Oh, yeah, Gene Segura got traded. I forgot. So
I'm
probably
letting
Trey
Trey
leading
Turner.
off,
Yeah.
Rhys batting second, Harper batting third. You now kind of have Trey batting third by default, as the 1 and 2 are gone. And I know that a lot of people are going to say, as long as they can hang into the race by All-Star break, when they start to come back, everything will be okay. My problem is the same problem that I've always had with Philadelphia. I don't think that pitching can get them to the fucking All-Star break where they're going to be in a spot where they can come right back.
No.
You just
Yeah.
took the Mets to win it all. They're in that same division. Let's not forget, Miami's going to be tough in that same division. Atlanta, the betting favorite, in that same division. They're going to be in a spot.
Yeah. Yeah. All the people in their division have bona fide pitchers.
Yes.
Jesse, you know what you got to tell him, right? You know what you say to Dylan.
Who do you look at around the league as you're studying and say, we're going to have to run through them?
Celtics.
No one in the West.
No. I'm 5 in the West.
You tell him even though it's the East Coast. Doesn't matter.
He just
Every chance.
he just did that to troll your ass.
Every chance. Because use it.
But anyways, back to that division. The fact that division is so stacked, I think they're going to be in a spot where this injury is going to bite them even harder than they're realizing right now. All right, next thing that we have is Sergio.
Get that Miami is in that division.
They're a sleeper, man. A lot of people are sleeping.
Hey, I got a question about this one. Did this guy literally play spring training and then retire? Like, or what? What's going on here?
Okay, so the story with Sergio Romo is that he obviously won all 3 World Series, most notably what he did in San Francisco. He closed out when they won 2010, 2012, 2014. He was a part of all 3 of those teams. Then he went on a run where he was in Tampa Bay, Arizona, 1-year deal on a couple years. Then this year, he came back, signed with San Francisco. He had an injury problem with his arm, so he wasn't going to pitch spring training. He wasn't going to do it, okay? Then he decided that he was going to retire. So his plan was, and what he did, is the final week of spring training, he pitched in some games. He got an autograph he gave autographs to like a bunch of kids. Every single kid that he gave an autograph to, he had them sign the inside of his hat. So it was just filled with a bunch of names. It looked like it was like months of kids, but he said it was all done in just the week he was in spring training. Then on the final spring training game that they had, which was at Oracle Park last night, final game before the regular season, he came out, pitched an inning, and then when there was like 1 out left, Hunter Pence, who is now works in the Giants organization, who he won all 3 World Series with, walked out to the mound, pulled him off the mound. He gave a tip to the fans. All the fans gave him a standing ovation, and then he was emotional as he walked off into retirement. So it was
I was extremely confused. I was like, dude, the season's about to start, and this guy just says, "Yeah, I'm retiring."
Yeah,
he spent
15 seasons in the MLB.
Yeah, I was about to say he's been in here. He's been in.
He's been around for a
now.
minute. He officially wasn't, I believe, in the drafted like when he officially made his MLB debut. That wasn't until like 2007, 2008 when he came up with the Giants. So I think all around this was a great moment. I think the fact that he was able to do this. A lot of players normally, what do you call it? Have this at the end of the year when, let's say, the season's not going well. But I think he almost took it into his own hands. He said, "Look, we haven't even played a fucking game yet. The expectations are at an all-time. They're not going to get higher than this. We haven't even played yet. So, see ya. I'll take my standing O. He got 3 rings. I mean, he earned it.
Yeah.
He struck out Miguel Cabrera to win the World Series.
He's been a quality pitcher for some years. It was just time to go.
And you know what?
Hey, you know what? Just be thankful it's baseball and not football, and he's the starting quarterback of a team, and he just dipped.
Right, exactly.
There's other pieces that you can just fill right in. It's not like he's Peyton Manning.
He's a relief pitcher.
Hey, guys, by the way, actually, I'm going to retire right
now. 100%. He's somebody that, honestly, and I don't know if I'm going to get ridiculed for this, but I think he's a Hall of Fame player. I think anyone that wins 3 rings not only wins 3 rings, but I can't remember a single person in my life that I've watched close out 3 World Series. Now, granted, I know everyone's going to say, well, Bumgarner closed out 2014. Romo clinched that Game 6, and he got them fucking there, so I don't want to hear it. But next thing that we have is
I agree.
A stat, thank you, is a stat that you may not believe, but it's quite fucking insane. Now, World Baseball Classic in USA, most watched game in American history. Go over to Japan, and apparently it was the most watched anything in fucking Japan history because approximately 97.4% of TVs in Japan were tuned in to watch Shohei Ohtani strike out Mike Trout in the end of the World Baseball Classic. 97.4. And Japan is like the most electronic, advanced place. Television's fucking everywhere. So that's insane. I want to say, first off, as a baseball fan, this shit almost made me cry.
Japan's team, it was phenomenal.
Almost made me shed a fucking tear reading all this. I was like, the fact that this many people are invested in watching, I know it's more so like the World Cup of just about their country, but the fact that they're invested in a baseball game, it fucking means a lot because a lot of these people that, I was telling these guys before the podcast, I got friends friend, I'm not going to get cocky, friend who I have, and he texted me and he was like, is Ohtani like that? And it was like, yeah. Like, there's people that aren't into baseball that are, watching Ohtani, watching Team Japan, watching the World Baseball Classic, and are now getting into baseball, which I love. But like you said, Jesse, that team went
We just got blown
undefeated.
past Dylan saying, I'm not going to get cocky. I burst out laughing.
I humbled myself.
I'm not going to get cocky. Friend.
I humbled myself. All right. But Jesse, I want to know from you, because you are somebody that just got back into baseball in the past coming years. What does this mean for you?
I have a Shohei jersey. I have an Ohtani jersey. I think that says enough because I only have like 2 baseball jerseys.
Right?
There's a jersey I need to get that I still don't have, but I will get.
Did you play for Baltimore?
Sure. You already know I got to give me a Seti mullet.
I was going to say, it's got to be Seti.
I have to. But Japan watching, I mean, they were playing Team USA. Shohei Ohtani was pit. It was a beautiful sequence. I bet you on the streets they had it on the large TVs outside of plazas.
There's a compilation on YouTube. It's about 4.5 minutes. Might be hard to find it considering the video is literally in Japan titles. But if you click on it, it's got a couple million views. And it's just a compilation of people lined up outside of, they're in fucking libraries. They're in the streets. They're in like everywhere. Just airports, big groups of people.
Place.
Exactly. Yes. Just watching the game, watching the final at bat. So very cool. But another jersey Jesse might have to get is Shohei Ohtani, spring training champion.
Woo! Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez.
That's what they're saying right now. The Angels fucking locker room. Are you guys so happy you won spring training championship? Because this is the only championship you'll ever get. You guys can't hit during the regular season to save your life. But you want to go out here and be spring training champions. Woo! Just waste away.
They might not win the
most
pennant.
Talented players in years.
They might not win the pennant, but hey, man, when it comes to the Grapefruit League, don't play with them. And I want everyone to know this is only in here to troll.
This is like the Summer League winner. We don't care. Championship. What? Don't call it that. Don't call it that.
Oh, do they get rings like the Summer League?
Just call it like... Just let them stand on pedestals, first, second, third, and call it a day.
It's so funny to me because they won this, right? And Ohtani and Trout were overseas. They didn't play in any of the games. So the Angels won it all without Trout and Ohtani.
Who the fuck is that guy?
This is fucking, it's great, man. It's just great. All right, so I wasn't going to talk about this, but it was too fucking absurd not to. So the Rangers are selling what they call the Boomstick Burger at the ballpark this year. It's a 2-foot burger. It is a burger, a burger patty in the shape of a hot dog, like a giant wiener, and it has chili, cheese, onion rings, jalapenos, and then a brioche bun. You can kind of see half of it here. That's the monstrosity of a sandwich. And I remember last year we talked about baseball foods, and we talked about the Atlanta Braves who were selling like a million.
Gold burger.
Yeah, the $500,000 gold burger. So now we have some competition with the Rangers selling the Boomstick Burger.
Bro.
But oh wait, that's not all. Also announced immediately after is that the Miami Marlins are selling a 2-foot-long Cuban sandwich.
Bro, normal size shit is already way overpriced. Imagine the price imagine the amount of money you're gonna have to spend to buy that.
Why
But you already got to spend like
do a
15 to
sandwich?
20 bucks on a
It's a
normal
baseball
size
game.
burger. Now you're about to be spending like 32 to 50 bucks on a goddamn 2
Sorry,
football
I gotta get
game.
by.
Y'all want to split this?
What about when you're walking to your seats, bro? It don't be that empty.
Only sideways. Only sideways.
I'm sorry if my sandwich hits you. Like, what do you say?
You just turn and smack somebody in the fucking face.
Bro,
You get excited. Fucking.
not only that,
This
what
is-
about when
This
you're
is
just
the Marlin sandwich.
bro? What are you gonna
my
do?
God.
What are you gonna do when you get that and you're sitting in your fucking seat, not even walking back to your seat?
You're sharing
gonna-
and you don't have a choice. You're gonna eat half of it. You're gonna look to your right, and the other half's already gone.
You go with the
Because
group.
everybody's just sitting there like birds, fucking pecking at it down the
You
line.
go with a group of like 4 people. You're sitting on the edge of the seat. Now you got a fucking sandwich or a burger
Fuller
into
goes-
someone random guy's face or girl's face.
Fuller goes, where can I sign up to taste test these burgers and sandwiches? Because I'll take their entire stock. We
Oh,
gotta
it's
make a
not-
trip to Miami.
No,
or Texas.
what if it's not even a good sandwich?
Honestly,
2 feet of bullshit? Oh my god.
this
What if
doesn't
it's
look that
2
fucking
feet of
appetizing.
bullshit. It, like,
You don't
come
see-
on. Like,
no,
is
no,
there
no,
even
no,
any
no,
dressing
no.
on there? What is that?
No, you have no idea what's on the inside of that.
Exactly. And that one's the one they held up, so you know that shit's fucking fake.
But that one
They did
looks
some shit to
clean.
make it
The
look
other
good.
ones would be sloppy.
Exactly.
This, the one that I was shown, the original sandwich that we were talking about, looks like a fucking mess.
Wait.
This looks like it's just gonna fall apart
Oh,
in your
yeah.
fucking hands.
Oh yeah. But here's my question.
Yeah, and it's not just
Do
gonna fall
they
apart on
still,
you. It's
like,
gonna fall
wrap
apart
up
about
the
on the
sandwiches
people
like they do
next
at
to you
Subway?
too.
It's gonna fall everywhere.
Are they gonna wrap that bitch up? Do they have giant fucking paper squares that
Put
they
her
wrap
down!
the whole ass? It's like when you're making someone in like a blanket into a burrito. Come on,
No, they should
roll
they
this
should
sandwich.
They should
Gonna
use
be
like
like
the
when you go to
hot. They
Speedway
should
and
use
get
that
speed up.
hot dog gun to shoot that bitch up in the stands.
You got fucking burgered. This is exploding on people.
I mean, hey, we got a
Fuller
little.
125. Listen, it could be the worst sandwich in existence, but I'm willing to risk the heartburn and pain in the morning for a brief second of happiness.
Oh yeah.
Bro, you mean
Fuller,
a
man, I
heart
don't know what
attack?
the fuck's been going on this week, but
Try
it's
try
gonna get
heart
better.
attack.
It's gonna get better.
Also,
A glimpse
there's
of
no
happiness.
way.
This man.
There's no way you can do that. Like, order that and walk back to your seat by yourself. Walk past everybody without a look of shame on your face. Like, yeah,
Bro.
guys, this is just for me. Nobody
No,
else.
what's gonna be funny is when the one guy that does have it is gonna be at a ballpark at a game with not a lot of people in the stands, and he's
They're
gonna
gonna
be
catch him
sitting
on the
all by
camera.
himself. And there's gonna be like 3 seats to his right, the seat 2 to his left, and just him and this giant fucking sandwich.
It's gonna
Fucking
start
I
from the
All
get
right,
middle.
that.
all right. Let's move on from the sandwich.
I get that. That might be thicker than me.
It might be.
All right. Next thing that we have is Guardians All-Star second baseman. That just sounded so weird to say.
Andres Jimenez.
Jimenez signs a 106.57-year extension. As a Tigers fan, fuck you. I don't like that you're in my division for the next 7 years, especially when you're one of the best infielding position players in the league. I had hiccups. That's why I came out like that. But Jimenez, in my opinion, is going to be somebody that is going to get on my fucking nerves for the next 3 to 5 years as a consistent double play starter and hit stealer. Yeah. And if he was on any other team for any other deal, I would say great job, and I'm happy for you and your organization. But you're like 2 hours away.
Yeah, this is great for the Guardians, but not good
Fuck
for
the
our.
Guardians.
Hey, trust me, I don't care about him.
I
Couldn't
know.
give a
I
shit.
hate this.
But I
Good
do wish
play.
he went to somewhere else, so I could root for him.
I hate how good it is. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But next thing that we have is the craziest ejection we've seen so far this year, and the season hasn't even fucking started. So let me explain the situation to you. JT Realmuto is playing catcher. The umpire is playing umpire, standing right behind him. JT Realmuto, as a catcher, has to go.
The umpire is
playing
umpire.
umpire.
So JT Realmuto,
Good.
as the catcher, what he does when a ball gets past him or is in the dirt, holds out his catcher's mitt, gets the new ball from the ump, puts it in his mitt, throws it to the pitcher. How all catchers do. Right, Jesse?
Right.
It's simple baseball. So JT holds his mitt out. Ump's taking a minute, just gathering the ball, doing some shit. At the exact same time, the ump, who's not paying attention, like looking away, drops the ball in his mitt, and JT, who's going, okay, my arm's getting fucking tired, puts his arm away, the ball drops, right? The second that happened, the ump throws JT out of the game for disrespecting him, for, in quote-unquote, pulling away while I dropped the ball to one-up me, as if you're better than me. So JT gets tossed from the game. JT turns around like, what the fuck? Like, why did I just get thrown out? Just utter confusion. Not even, like, angry, just confused. He explains to him, like, you're not better than me. You're not going to one-up me. Like, what do you think this is? The manager of Philadelphia comes out confused. Like, what the fuck are you on? He gets tossed. And now JT and the manager are gone in the middle of the game for, in my opinion, the dumbest ejection I think I've ever seen. So
if the catcher doesn't get the ball from the umpire in like a 2 or 3 second span, doesn't that usually just mean like the catcher is probably just assuming the ump is throwing the ball back to the pitcher, because they do that too?
Correct.
So
that's exactly what JT was thinking.
let's just give the ball to the pitcher. Like, fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, the umpire who in this spring training game, which means one, and I learned this when I talked to like an umpire at Comerica Park a couple of years ago. They have umpires for spring training. They have umpires for minor leagues, and they have umpires for major leagues. There are 3 different groups, okay? So the spring training umpires, 9 times out of 10, are not going to be their opening day. They're going to be probably down somewhere in AAA or nearby, okay? So the fact that this guy, who is probably not a major league umpire, had the nerve to like, oh, you think you're better than me? Like, no one one-ups me. Like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You're nothing special. And I hope that this hinders him in the long run of him getting up to the majors, in my opinion. I think it was just stupid on his part.
Sounds childish.
Childish, that's the word I'm looking for. It was extremely childish.
Like, even if you think he tried to one-up you just by moving his hand?
Right, bro. No, neither of you were looking at each other.
To the point of an ejection?
So,
You
exactly.
couldn't have been like, you didn't want my ball?
Right.
And JT would have been like, oh, I didn't even notice you dropped it.
Right. There was no word said. It was immediately you're gone. And JT's like, for what? Ridiculous. And hopefully that the umpires can just focus on calling fucking strikes. Or if they won't, we'll get more ejections to talk about this year. Either way, it will be on the podcast. Final thing that we have for MLB, and this is just more so to everyone who was wondering what the City Connect jerseys are going to be this year. I have a list of them. So if any of these interest you, go ahead. Jesse, you'll be happy. The Braves have already been announced, and don't get excited for them. It's essentially the same ones as last year, as the white, red, and blue with the white home base. The only thing they changed is the A. It literally just says the A. That's all that they changed. And then everything else is actually going to be new, according to MLB. And that is the Rangers, who are coming out on April 21st, the Mariners, who are coming out on May 5th, the Reds, who are coming out on May 19th, the Orioles, coming out on May 26th, so you'll get a City Connect jersey, Jess, and the Pirates coming out in June. So that is Braves, Rangers, Mariners, Reds, Orioles, Pirates.
I heard you say the Mariners on Cinco de Mayo.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
So yes, those are the jerseys that we have announced for the City Connect in 2023. And that is MLB opening day. Opening day is tomorrow, and that's baseball. So now let's get into basketball. First things first, Damian Lillard shut down for the rest of the season, a.k.a. Portland Trailblazers shut down for the rest of the season. That's how I read this. They were in a spot where they weren't officially eliminated, but if they really wanted to put some pedal to the metal, they could have ran in for a play-in. And Dame has an injury problem. Is he going to play? Is he not going to play? They're going to shut him down for the rest of the year. So that pretty much tells me and everyone else how Portland's going to go, and it's just a matter of time until they're eliminated.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically how I read this. That's them throwing in the towel and going, it's just another year of us being us. We won
That's
some
sad.
games. We lost some games. That's Portland.
Damian Lillard have been playing like one of the best point guards in the league this year.
It's a damn fucking shame out here dropping 71 points for what? But next thing we have, and this is some big news, the Cavaliers have officially clinched the playoffs for the first time in 25 years without LeBron James. They have clinched the playoffs multiple times, but there's always one constant factor, and that's the king. He is not here. He is actually right now fighting for a play-in spot, which we will get to in a minute. But Cleveland Cavaliers, obviously, Jarrett Allen, Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, Evan Mobley, that big four is what got them there. Big congrats to them. Jesse, what are your thoughts?
Not surprised. And this just is another year that Donovan Mitchell has made the playoffs, and every season he's been in, he hasn't missed the playoffs.
That's true, but this is also, in my opinion, the first time that he's going into the playoffs and not set up to fail. Because every year he's on that Utah team that is the best regular season team with him and Rudy, and then we know going into playoffs they're going to get smacked, and they would every year. So I feel like for some reason this is a different expectation, whereas in my opinion, I don't think, and you can correct me, has he won a playoff series outside the bubble?
Yeah.
He has?
Yeah, Utah didn't get knocked out of the first round a couple times.
Okay,
It's
so
been like two or three times.
so in my opinion, what I was going to say is I think he can go out of the first round, but now that I know that, I think that he can definitely lead them to a conference championship. It's going to be them, Boston, and what do you call it?
76ers? Milwaukee? You cutting out? Wait, how long is James Harden injured? Well, we'll get to that.
Well, I was going to say, we will get to that. But the next thing that we have to get to is the Wild Wild West. So, here is essentially what we're going to do, Jesse. I got some teams here. I have essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams. Only 4 teams are going to be in the play-in, and the rest are going to be in the playoffs. Some are going to be in, some are going to be out. I'm basically just going to go through these teams, and we're going to say what we think is going to happen. There's 11 total games left in the season, okay?
Right.
So here is where we currently stand. We have the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Suns, all at 40 games, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Then we have the play-in, which is 39 wins, 38 wins, 37 wins, 37 wins, 37 wins. And that's Minnesota, Pelicans, Lakers, OKC, and the Mavericks. Then we have right below them, Utah. So my first question is, out of all the teams I named, who do you think are going to be the 3 that are in the playoffs? I'll start with, in my opinion.
Nope, I got him.
Oh, you got him. Okay.
Yeah, I have all 3.
Let me hear him.
This is going to be a funky West.
Okay.
Being Warriors.
Okay, I agree, yes.
OKC.
I'm hoping.
And the Lakers.
You think they'll do it? You think LA will pull in?
I think Anthony Davis and them get to the play-in.
Okay, because I have honestly, I have the Suns, Warriors, and OKC. So I am
the Suns. I feel like there's going to be 5 teams that make it out of the 9 you named.
Right. This is just playoffs. This is just not fighting for their lives off the grips.
Yeah, and then the Suns are going to make it. I think there's
teams
that won't make it.
And then this I was going to say. Now here's the other section. Okay, so here's the other section. We're going to have 4 teams in the play-in, and we're going to have 2 to 3 teams that are going to get cut. So you're essentially off of what we're talking about. Here's how we're looking. Okay. We're looking Utah, the Mavericks, Minnesota, the Pelicans, and the Clippers. And for your sake, the Suns. So we'll say that's the 6, and 4 are in, 2 are going to be out.
The 2 out is the Pelicans and Minnesota.
Let me just say that. If it's
the
Dallas,
Pelicans and Minnesota,
I'm going to kill somebody.
Dallas.
If we're currently out right now, we're 37 and 39, and we're in the 11 right now. Okay, if we don't get in the playoffs, and Dallas is an outseed, it's so bad. It's gonna be so fucking bad, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Kyrie's gonna catch heat for ruining Luka.
Oh my god, dude! And I don't even know. I just feel like it's just gonna be the worst feeling in the world. I agree I feel like, and I hate to say it, but even if Minnesota, to me, they're one of those teams that even if they got in, they're going to get bounced immediately. I have no expectations for them. So I don't think Minnesota's going to do anything. And then I hate to say I agree with you because me and you last year, people don't understand, we were really supporting the Pelicans. We were on this train, okay? We were hoping that next year they would be good. They took our dicks and smacked it in our faces. They didn't give a fuck about us, Jesse. They spit in our
me in the
face.
face with a dick.
They disrespected us. They basically just said, fuck you, Brandon Ingram, he's going to have a horrible year. Zion's not going to stay healthy. CJ's not going to stay healthy. They just flipped us off, Jesse, and they showed us nothing. So I agree. I hope the Pelicans don't make it.
Hey, they're not worse than what the Bulls did. Jesus Christ.
The Bulls, you know what I hate? The Bulls are going to make it. They're going to be in the play-in with this average-ass team. Can you believe they were a 1 seed going into the All-Star break last year? Fuck them. Fuck the Bulls.
I want the Bulls to do good.
I hope Lonzo's out for 2024, 2025. Yeah.
Now you preying on downfalls.
No, I take that back. Actually, you know what? His dad, he's kind of a cock. All right.
Jeez.
Last thing that we have is Tyler liked that. I know Tyler supported that statement, okay? Tyler hates LeVar Ball more than anybody I know. That clap backed it up. Last and final thing that
is that guy?
2023 Hall of Fame class officially revealed. Dwayne Wade fucking deserves it. Dirk Nowitzki fucking deserves it. Pau Gasol fucking deserves it. Tony Parker fucking deserves it. Becky Hammond fucking deserves it. And Big Greg Popovich fucking deserves it. This class is stacked. And I know this will apply probably more to you than me because you were following basketball at a younger age more than I was. I mean, this is your childhood right here. I mean, Dirk Nowitzki, Pau Gasol, Dwayne Wade, like this is literally your childhood, Jesse.
Yeah, it's the old gen get. LeBron's like the last leg.
Right? Him and CP3 are like the only two left.
I don't count that bucket dumpster.
Well, I'm just mean in terms of the age. Because isn't CP3 40? 39?
38.
Something
I'm kidding.
Okay, yeah.
CP's him, but at the same time, he's never going to get a ring.
No, but I understand what you mean in terms of like Hall of Famers, top tier. Yeah.
Chris Paul is 37.
37, okay. But, I mean, I have to say I love this class. I just love this class. I think the perfect coach,
class.
Tony Parker, one of the best point guards of all time, Dirk Nowitzki, one of the best shooters of all time, along with Dwayne Wade and Pau Gasol. I mean,
Pau Gasol was a dog. Tony Parker, dog. Greg Popovich could go down as the greatest coach in history.
Honestly. So, big ups, and this Hall of Fame class is well deserved. All right. That is all the NBA news that we have, which means the only thing that is left on the board is picks.
Sports bettors, you need to download Sharps, the better social network. With Sharps mobile app, you can tailor your friends' bets with one click. See a bet you like? Just click the whale tail icon and boom, it will open in your corresponding sportsbook. Sharp securely connects to major sportsbooks like FanDuel, MGM, Caesars, and more, so you can not only track your bets, but share your bets in creative ways. So gather the degens, download Sharps for free, and join our fast-growing sports betting community.
All right, guys, let's get into it. We got Downtown Cash picks and Puck Luck picks on the way here. Make sure you guys are using the Sharps app to follow all of your friends and their picks and post your own picks. New plays added literally every day, almost all the time. And it's a great app, great environment, great community of sports bettors. So let's get into it. Make sure you guys check out the link in our bio for the link directly to Sharps. It'll take you right there, and you guys can get started. But we're going to get started here first with some Puck Luck picks and some Downtown Cash picks. So here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for Ride the Tide Sports Podcast Picks of the Day.
All right. We got game number 1 of the PLPs. And we're headed to New Jersey because the New York Rangers are going there and they're playing the Devils. Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Rangers are 22-8-6 on the road, while the Devils are 20-13-4 at home.
You know, I said that the Devils might make a sneaky run, so I think that I would have to kind of go with this as being not part of the sneaky run because it's not playoffs yet. So I'm going to take the Rangers on this one and fade the Devils.
Devils are good. The Devils are good at home. Shit, so are the Rangers. I'm going to take the Devils. That's it.
All right, so I'm jumping on your boat. I'm all aboard the, Rangers.
You can hop on my boat if you want.
Nope.
Yeah.
Doesn't even have a motor.
Well,
There's a seat warmer for you, Luke.
you know,
Yeah, your boat's definitely sinking.
I'm
You have
hearing a
to
lot of talk on how the Devils are kind of slowly a little bit, kind of losing a couple parts in there, and they're not doing as hot as of late.
Oh, no.
And the Rangers are way more than hot as of late. Panarin, Kane are getting that connection back. It is almost better than ever. I'm taking the Rangers.
I'm a fucking idiot, dude. We literally just talked last podcast about how they're going crazy. I'm a dumbass.
Game number 2. It's gonna be a bottom league battle.
Fuck!
It's gonna be a battle at the mullet because we got the San Jose Sharks headed to the mullet to play the Arizona Coyotes Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern.
I'm not
Sharks,
giving.
13,
I'm taking Arizona. I'm taking Arizona. I don't care.
I'm not giving Luke his 5th straight Coyote sweep on the podcast. So no, give me San Jose. No.
All right.
And they lost last time I took them.
They lost in
You're
a
not taking-
7-round shootout, bro.
Yeah, when I heard about that, I was like, are you dead ass?
Against the Avs, too.
I'm not taking the Sharks.
So that means he's taking Zona, and I'm taking Zona, because it's a big time Zona time in this place and day, because we're about to be having the era
What the
Zona
fuck?
parlays for a very short period of fucking time until the regular season ends in hockey. You know, you gotta throw them while you can.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Moving on to game number 3.
There we go. There it is.
We have the Vegas Golden Knights going up to Minnesota to play the Wild Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern. The Knights are 24-7-5 on the road. Meanwhile, the Wild are 24-11-3 at home.
Ah, fuck.
I ain't going first on this one.
I don't want to go first.
You're not going first. You're going
I'm just going to put it this way, too. This is a battle from the number 1 teams in each division in the West.
Yeah, that helps. Now I'm even more fucking scrambled.
Hey, you're confused? Here's a little bit more. Jesse?
Hey Siri, flip a coin.
You want to see Zach Fuller happy or sad?
The answer's heads. Fuller, you
Taking the
lucky
Wild.
bitch. I'm taking the Wild.
Damn it.
Okay, well, you know what that means. I'm taking Vegas. Like both of you guys are taking the Wild. I guess I gotta go Vegas. Sorry, Fuller.
And you know what? I'm going Vegas too, because they're still the absolute. They got that dog in them when they play.
They got that dog.
They got that woo 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 woo. They got that Vegas dog. They're gonna be running up at the Nino, then going into Minnesota and running up in Minnesota. Give me Vegas.
All right, Dylan. Downtown Cash. What do we got?
I had to flip a coin for that one. All right, first game that we have is Thursday, 7:30 on TNT. The Milwaukee Bucks are home to the Boston Celtics. Bucks 30-7 at home, while the Celtics are 24-15 on the road. The line is Milwaukee -3.
The Celtics just got fucking annihilated the other night by like some nobody teams. So, Jesus Christ, Tucker! Oh my God! I thought my dog's about to jump in here and fucking try to kill me. He's out here banging on that door. But, anyways, I'm taking Milwaukee because Boston. Well, Jaylen Brown, he doesn't even want to be there, from what I've seen, and they're kind of starting to fall through a couple cracks here. So I'm gonna go with Milwaukee.
You know, as much as I like to say Boston, we're going with the Bucks.
Yeah, you still got your emphasis in on there. That was good.
All right, Jesse.
Give me Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown ain't even gonna be in Boston next year. Everybody knows this.
Celtics. He smiled. Celtics.
Okay.
Well, shit, I was going to take Milwaukee, but if Lucius is approving the Celtics, I feel like I got a duty to make.
Just remember, I didn't say Bucks to him. We don't know which one he preferred. I made it a one-way street, so he had no choice.
That's also a very good point. So I'm going to take Milwaukee. I'm going to ride the Bucks -3. Feel confident on that. All right. Game number 2 on Friday. 7:30. We have...
Late, but
You know,
let's go. Give me the wild, baby, says Foley.
No, he had to throw that in there.
Knew that was coming.
7:30, we have the 38-38 Atlanta Hawks going to play the 40-35 Brooklyn Nets.
Are the Hawks the team that just beat Boston?
Let me check. You said that game was yesterday?
Yeah.
Tuesday, Washington beat them.
Washington. Okay, never mind. Damn.
I mean, they're both 500.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck the Nets. I'm taking the Hawks.
Fuck the Hawks. I'm taking the Nets.
All right, fine. You want to be that way? Jesse, what team are you fucking?
I'm sorry, I missed.
I'm not making the rules, man. I'm just playing the game.
Nets and Hawks.
Nets are home.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did the Hawks win their last game? Because they have been 50% for so long.
Aren't they 38-38?
They did win their last game.
Yes, the last game they
They're
played.
on a one-game
So
win
they're
streak
supposed to
right
lose
now.
this one?
They beat the Cavs.
No, they're losing.
No, they can
Give me
win
the
this
Nets.
one and then lose the next
Give me the
one.
Nets.
Still 39-39.
Give me the Nets.
Dylan?
All right. Well, then I'm going to split this bitch. I'm going to take the Hawks.
Okay.
We're 2-2 on
The
that.
Hawks should win, but they're mid.
All right. Final game that we have.
Jesus.
Final game that we have. Two teams that we just talked about in that race in the Wild Wild West. 8 o'clock on NBA TV. The Timberwolves are home to the Lakers.
I'm taking the T-Wolves.
Ty's got the T-Wolves.
Who's home?
I don't
Timberwolves
care
are
what the
home.
Lakers are playing.
Timberwolves are 21-17 at home.
Well, in that case, fuck the Lakers. They're the road team, so I'm taking the Wolves.
All right, I'm taking LA. I got the
The
Lakers.
Wolves of the Timber.
I got the Lakers over here, so.
All right, D-Lo, what do you got?
I think it's hilarious that both times the Lakers have played the Timberwolves, they've only scored 102 points. And the Timberwolves had 110 and 111.
Three-peat.
Ow.
They're going to sweep them.
I'm taking the Timberwolves. Jeez, the Timberwolves are hot. I had no idea.
Hot like a forest fire.
Jesus. I mean, they are hot.
When did you?
Yeah, Forest fire's pretty hot.
You thought you'd have at least me on your side, didn't you?
I don't
Dylan?
see any
I looked
animals chilling
I
in the
was
forest.
looking at Anthony Edwards,
fire.
doubtful, LeBron, and AD should play. I was like, I'll get at least Jesse. Nope, didn't.
Anthony Edwards, he'll play.
Damn. And Dylan refuses to tell us that Anthony Edwards is doubtful, knowing I don't know anything about basketball. But I'm
You
still
hate the Lakers anyway, like that.
yeah.
Like
That's
that
very
meant
true.
anything to you.
I quite literally said to Luke, it doesn't matter. The Lakers are playing.
Yeah. America.
But that is the pick for everything that you need, and I believe that's everything that we have for you. So, can I close it out? All right, so tomorrow's opening day, people. Make sure you wake up and you watch baseball, and if you're working, find something to follow it on. It's just what you should do. But if you want to know what else you should do, you should go over to Instagram, type it out, Ride the Tide 586. Give us a follow. Go over to Twitter, do the exact same thing, type in Ride the Tide 586. Give us a follow. And then you're not done. Then you got to go over to YouTube at Ride the Tide Sports Podcast, subscribe to us, watch the videos, give some likes, give some comments, do whatever you want. Go over to Twitch at Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. I'll let you follow that too. Turn on the notifications for all four. And then you can find out when everything's happening, whenever we're uploading, and all the news that you need from Ride the Tide Sports Podcast. If you want other podcast information, you can head over to sixpackcoverage.com, as well as you can get merchandise from them. The next time that all four of us should be talking to you should be next Wednesday. So without further ado, have a great rest of your week. I'm Miss Billy.
Go Diamondbacks! Woo!
Oh, that was a rattlesnake. I was like, what the fuck?